So today we will discuss about file handling, how to write a program inside file. The purpose of file handling means if you are running your program, during that time you are just getting input from the user and display that input. After the completion of program execution or at the end of program, there is no information what you have written and what type of program and what type of input you have given. You cannot use that data for further use or for later use or in future. So for that type of application, we need to store our data inside a file. File is a permanent storage that is used to hold the data that can be used for next time. Like if I'm collecting the information from user, then I need to hold all data inside object, then object will be stored inside a file. So using file, we are able to hold data for a longer time in secondary hard disk. So for that, we will use a header file. I think this basic program of file handling is covered in your class, or should I repeat that? Yes, students, please. Have I have covered any program before this related to file handling in your class? CR of the class. Okay. So I will start with basic. Hash include AppStream is a header file. So AppStream, IOStream, and IFStream, these are the few header files that are used for file handling. So I will search the structure of file handling classes. I will just check for images. So what type of file handling we are using here and how many files are classes are available for that. So there is a iOS base class. Using this we are inheriting everything from this iOS base class. It is also known as iOS underscore base. So here it is shown only iOS. Stream buffering is used for getting data as a stream from any other medium or from program to file or file to program. You can use stream buffer to hold down the data if the speed between two units are mismatching. Like if your program is getting data one by one or bit by bit and your file is getting data a block of memory at a time, so there is speed mismatch is there. So you can pass data through buffering. Buffer will hold data. Like if I am giving you a multiple assignment in one day, 4 assignment, you will not accept. You will ask, sir, please give us to next time. It means the two assignment. If you accept two assignment, then two will be in buffer. That will be stored for a 1 week later or for some time. Similarly, there are number of packets or data available that can be stored in stream buffer and later it is used by file buffer or it can be used by any other buffer, input output buffer or anything. iOS, after iOS there is a iStream and OStream, two header files are available, or you can see there is a class stream buff, the same buffer class is there, and the combination of this iStream and using this FStream, there is a IFStream class, input file stream, output file stream using OStream. The combination of iStream and OStream is known as IOStream that we are using in our program. It is indicated by iostream.h. It is indicated by iostream.h. It means this section, all these classes are part of iostream.h. and the latter part or down part that is containing f as a file. So if stream, f stream, of stream, or you can say the combination of of and if is known as f stream. All three are comes under f stream base, and this is a file buffer pointer. So it's come under the fstream.h. We are using this fstream.h in our program here to using these classes for program like ofstream or ifstream. Ifstream is a input stream. Input according to the reading of data from file to program. If your program is getting data from file, it means the program is reading file. Then it is known as input file stream. Or output stream, OF stream, when you are sending data to the file for writing purpose, then it is known as OF stream. For both purpose, we can declare this class, and similarly fstream base class is the main stream. Sometimes it is known as a template type, or we can go for factory header file. If we go into depth of this file, then you can understand this file also. So using this, I will create a basic object of class of stream for creating a file. Of is a object of this file. So of is a object of this file. It means of stream is a class. So this class can have constructor for file creating, or this class may have some function, member function by which we can create a file, a new file. So of dot open method is there. Using this open method, we can pass the name csc.txt, and in which mode you want to open you can also mention here. According to this tooltip, there is a iOS base that I was telling you. So it is working according to the iOS base class and iOS base in and out. But here we are using OF stream, means output file, already specific file. So there is no need to mention any mode of file, opening mode of file. After opening this OF object is able to accept any type of value. Like if I write here int x, int y, cout, enter values, then we can use scene x and y. So OF is a pointer that is pointing to a file, like this is a notepad file. Here your cursor is available. So OF pointer will open this type of file, blank file, and you are writing content like x and y inside file using this OF pointer or OF object, file type of pointer. So for writing we will use same operator that is used with cout. It is used for sending data to the display unit. Similarly, it is used for sending data to the file. So here I can write x, I can write y, then you can close of.close function, because in our program we are connecting with some other file, other component of the operating system that is known as file handling. So every file is under the control of operating system. Here you are creating a pointer of that is connected with file csc.txt. It is controlled by operating system. So after completion your process, you have to close that file so that your pointer of does not become dangling or a null pointer, or it is pointing to something that is not available, that is not in the scope of pointer after completion of program. For checking, you can again use one more file, ifstream class, and I will use here in file object or INF object, then INF dot IF stream, there is error. Then we can use INF dot open function, that is also opening the same file that is created earlier. We are reading data of this file into two different variables, A and B. Because if I use X and Y, that is already having same values, so we cannot recognize or identify that it is reading data or not. That's why I'm using here different variable. For this, A and B are two variable. Now we are using INF object. Using this, we are getting data into A and we are getting data into B also. Just I'm trying to getting data. At runtime, we will find that it is reading data properly or not, or either we should get data character by character. So it is depending on the code. And then I will print A and B. Either this get input or not. So A equal to then B and closing of INF object also. That is the most important part of programming. If you are doing a better program, do want to design better program without any error or memory leakage, then you can do this type of functionality can used inside the program. Now I will run this program and it will ask for namespace, I think. OF stream was not declared in the scope. So I will write here using namespace. So it is asking for some value. I will enter here 34 and 56. So A is printing both value and next one is printing only single value. So it is covering a variable as a single. So we can use, I think, the different statement if it is not writing in the same line. I can use here OF, or we have to read character by character if it is not writing proper. So it is combining. So B is giving some garbage value. Now the purpose of creating that file is just to get the information either this file is created or not. So we can find the program where this is stored in document. csc.txt file is there. So csc.txt file is containing 454 and 45. So these values are stored inside a file. So we can get data from a file using get function. So here the most important point to discuss about class OF is a object. So we can open a file using open method, that is a member function of this, or I can open a file without open method just using constructor. So here I can use this type of symbol and I will comment this. So it is also working for this. Means we can open file in two way. One is using constructor, second is using member function, that is open. And You can write character also, you can write float value also. CSC, there is an error of array of 20 characters, so you can read data for this also. I will not use y. First I have to give an input for CSC, then CSC. So it will not considering the value of b is 0. Here b value of b is 0 because we are not using this. So you can check the file, what input is given to the file btech. So CSC is not considered because we are getting data through a simple mechanism by which we are not able to consider a space value. After space it will not count. For this you can use a function like getLine, that is the part of scene. Here you can check again getLine function. So there is a getLine function that will read CSC array. Then we have to mention the size of array. So CSC, the size of CSC. Now you can get the complete number of word. Then this CSC can be write inside file handling. So let's try to see if it is writing a complete file or not. Now it is not accepting any value. Char CSC 20, enter value for this, and CSC get line. It should read this file, but I don't know why this is showing error here. So you can use a get line for getting the complete line if it is not returning. B नहीं, int B की वैल्यू कंसिडर नहीं कर रहे ना हम. We want to just check csc.txt. So it is not accepting value now for get line. C in dot get line. There may be some problem with this. So it is not accepting the line. It should accept this. So using this, we are just creating file. You can see that just only 45 is printed here. Means it is getting data through the constructor, or you can use open method. So the next point is, using this file structure we can get data in multiple way. Like if you are writing data using variables, any variable, then it is called sequential file. Sequential file, because if you write data using x, y, or any using CSC or any other type of variable, then you are reading data that will may not provide proper value because data are available in some different format. So you have to read one by one. If you are storing 2 or 3 variable with some symbolic representation, like if I use here CSC then roll number, so there is a comma. we can separate the data by using comma in sequential file for a specific variable value. But for that type of process, we need to use some delimiter like comma or some other symbol. Sequential file means you can write any data, you can read character by character till the end of file. Then there is a indexed file. Indexed file is based on indexing. First index, second index, 2, 3 means line numbering. You can count it as a third option. If you are writing file randomly, you can read any data from anywhere, then you have to maintain data inside file in proper format with their information. Like if we create an object of any class, O, the size of object is 20 bytes. So if you are storing the data of a class using O object, it means it will take maximum 20 bytes for storing that data. The next object will take same size. The next object will take same size. So it means you can store multiple data, multiple object with same size. For that process, what we can do? We can read first object with 20 bytes. We can read second object from with 20 bytes. So there is a specific size of data. For this data, we can jump from any line, like if this is a first object, then second, third and fourth. If I want to read data from fourth object, then I will use 20 bytes for one object size. Into my 4, then where it will be available? Into my 3. If you want to read data from fourth object, you will multiply 20 into my 3. Means the location minus 1 into my 20. Then you will get the position this, and you can reading next text, that is the fourth object. If you want to store data at after the fourth location, then you can directly multiply the size of O object into my 4 object, then your data will be stored at fifth location. So for this purpose in file handling, there are few functions that is known as tell p, tell g and seek g, seek p. These are used for moving or getting the pointer location. These functions are available with pointer object of a class like of dot this. So of is a output file stream object. So this object is used for writing file. So here tell p function is belonging to this of, because p is indicating put your pointer where you want to write. So tell p is telling us the location of a pointer where you can write your file. So it will return some location that is holding inside a integer variable. It will return some integer value as a location. Tell G is used for get pointer. It will just give you the getting location, get pointer location. So it can be used with INF object, because when you are going to read data from a file, at that time this tell G pointer will give you a location inside file. So it will hold data into integer variable. It is just for getting the location of pointer for reading or writing purpose. Both functions are used according to their object, which type of procedure you want to use, either write or read. Similarly, seekg is used for getting pointer and moving pointer location, seeking pointer from one location to next location. For this, you can pass two parameter. One is for current memory location or where you want to move, moving location, or offset of a pointer. You can give address of any pointer location. So moving pointer means here we can use the base class IOS, scope resolution operator. You want to move at beginning or you want to move at end of the file. I am talking about file location. Means if this is your file, notepad, here your cursor is available right now. Using this statement, you can move your cursor from this location to first location, beginning. Ending means your cursor will be available here. Similarly, you can use for center, mid, middle. There is a name, ending, beginning, and mid. I think mid is there. I am confused about this. So using this, we are able to, there is no need of this. Here you can pass the location where you want to move. Current location, IUS, current, not mid. There is a CUR, current location. So M is indicating your current position. Like if I'm getting value of for this seek G using tell G function inside Y, so I will use here Y. I can use here Y. This Y is giving the current location to seek G function, and where you want to move, beginning and or current location, then you can keep it. In this case, it will be available at current location. There is no need to modify and move the pointer anywhere. This Y can be in minus value. Like if you are using iOS beginning and Y value is used for minus, means the location of your pointer. If you are not using minus, then it will move at the beginning. If you use minus, then you will, there is no need to use this one. It will move your cursor from the location, current location that we get by this y to minus. Means if this is our current location according to y, then it will move 20. For example, the value of y is 20, so it will move 20 character minus. So the current position of y will be this. If you are not using minus, then it will move y value from the current location this. That if we are using here iOS, we used here iOS beginning. So this is used for moving your cursor inside file for reading a file content. Similarly, this function is used. The content are same. You can use X here. Then you can use iOS option and beginning, ending, or current position. You can use minus value. You can use any offset directly. You can give where you want to, how many characters you want to move. Like you can write here 20 characters, so it will move 20th position from the beginning, or you can write here the value of x comma this. So x is the current position, so 20 is indicating from current position to 20 character more, means in ahead, for further direction, forward direction we can move using this. So the purpose of this seekp, seekg, tellp is used for moving cursor inside file. When you are writing data using object size, then you are able to calculate the object size also. I will discuss it. I think it is clear to everyone. Is there any doubt about these two functions? Tell P is used for put pointer. P is used for putting. Putting means you want to write data inside file and you are getting location of your pointer where you are writing data. For putting, for example, your cursor is available here. You are writing your file data using program, then content will be right here using tellp. After getting tellp, you are using seekp and you are moving 20 character more from here. For example, this is the end location. After moving 20 character from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, you are reaching at this position after 20 character. Then you can write your data at the end of file. The purpose of seekg and seekp, just moving your cursor from one location to next. These are returning the current position of your file cursor. Why we are using tellp for this? Because we are opening file using INF mode for reading, then we need to use this function because this function is available inside IF stream file. inside this stream, if stream, and this telp is available inside of stream file. That's we are using with this. Then using this, for example, if I am getting data location of telp for writing file, so it is giving, for example, x is indicating 100, my object size, class file object size is 20. So how many objects are stored inside a file? And this is giving the last location, last position of a file. Like if I use seek g, and for writing I am using here, first my command is is end. So it will move cursor during the writing process at the end. After moving this, I used this command. It will return some value for x according to the current position of file cursor. This x is returning 100. It means our cursor is available at the end of file. So total how many characters are there in a file? Because we are counting using this 2, 3, 4. So if I am available here, so how many characters are there? It is giving 100th location. This one is given by x. It means maximum 100 characters are available in file, and you are using that file for storing object. The objects are already stored or not stored. If there are 100 values written by x, it means 100 characters are already stored. So one object size is 20. So how many objects are stored there? We can divide 100 by 20. So 5 objects are stored there. Now I want to write one more object at fifth location, as a fifth object. Then what I can do? I will use the same command. Ending पे जाएंगे, file की ending पे 100 is there, 100th character. Then I will get this location and start. There is no need to get this location because after moving at that point, I can write directly the object inside the file. Now if I want to store new object at third object, after the third object, so how can I calculate? Like if I am getting x, then I will use s equal to x divided by, I will get the size of object, or you can get the size of object using size of operator, and object is O. For example, your object is O. So it will also return the size of object 20. You want to store at third location, fourth location. So one object size is 20. Now you can calculate the size where you want to store. Int s equal to, or I can use location equal to size of O into my 20. What it will return? 60. It will return 60. I can hold this value inside some other variable, or I can use here d now. There is no need to repeat again size of O. D into 20. It will return me 60. D is the size of object and 3 is a number of objects. So after 3 object, it will be at 60th location, 60th location. So using this, I am able to get, for example, this is my first object, this one is second object, third object. So my cursor will be available here. Means according to calculation. According to this calculation, LOC is giving the value of this location. So I will move right now using seek p because I want to write program file content inside seek p. Now I want to move at this location. So it will move our cursor at this location after the third object, and after moving cursor here, we can write object. O of object, you can write content inside the file using object. I think it is clear to everyone. Is it clear or not? There is a simple mathematics about the object size. So using this, we are here going to use two functions, read and write. That is also available inside this class. So read function is used with input file stream inf dot read function. The syntax of read and write are same. So here you will write data as a character stream. You will write here like this. You can look it properly. I am writing char pointer inside a parenthesis. Then I will use ampersand object name O, obj object of class, comma, how much is the size of this object that you want to write, obj size, then semicolon. There are only two parameters inside this function. One is as a object, as a reference, and size of the object. So this command or function will write this object inside the read this object from the file, and similarly I can use the same procedure for this one, and here I will use OF. It is used for writing object inside the file where you want to write. It means this command can be used where you want to write, like seek P, and we have written there LOC. So after this statement we can write this statement for writing the object at that location. So this object will be available at fourth location, and your fifth object will be shifted one location downward inside the file. Like if we are writing here, automatically our this line is shifted to down. So if you are writing content, then it will move. If you are writing content in a complete line, then it will automatically go down the remaining contents that are previously available. So there are two methods for reading or writing object. For reading or writing vector array, you can write here. You can write structure type of variable also. You can write union type of variable also using this function. And there are four functions which are related to getting the health of your file. Four function for file checking. One is good function that is used for checking the file. If you are opening any file using this method, open method, and this file is not able to open, in that case we can check if, using if condition, we are checking it. If of.good means file structure is good, file is open, it means there is no error, file structure is good, then it will return true. You can print message here, cout file is opened properly without any error. Similarly, we can use bad function. It is of.bad. If file is bad, then it will return true. Means file is not able to open, or there's some error with opening the file, then it will return. It's structure wise. Opening file means during writing or reading. Otherwise, you can use one more method, that is fail function. If your file is not able to load or able to create using this method, or this file is not available that you want to read, at that time the file opening is failed. So it will return true if your file is failed. Or good, bad, fail, EOF. If your file is blank and you are opening that file, so your cursor is available at the first position because there is no content. For example, this is a file with blank data. There is no data, so cursor will be available here. Or you want to try to read data that is not available. So here this is the end of file, because no content, then ending will be at the starting position. So here we can check of.end of file. If your file cursor is at the end of file, then it will return true. If you are reading file continuously in sequential file, character by character, then you can check for this of.end of file. According to this statement, if your file is containing any content, then it is not end of the file, so it will return false. It will return false, and you are making it not, it means true. After true, you can print the data. If it become false, it become true, then it become false. Means if it is at the end of file, then it become true. True का opposite false. False होगा तो ये zero consider होगी. Zero means it will not enter inside this. You will exit from the if condition. So you can read data continuously using this function from the file, because every time if we are extracting something from file, we will check for is there more data is available or not, more object is available or not. So we are checking for end of the file. So these four functions are used: good, bad, fail, end of file. Then there is a opening mode inside file. If you are opening a file using this, so here we can mention, like if I'm using this header file fstream, so I can create object for this also. Like here we can write fstream, not ofstream. Fstream is a common class for ifstream and ofstream. So my object is not only specific for output, it become open for both file. Either you want to open a file as a read mode or write mode. So you have to mention the mode of file using iOS. In which mode you want to open. For that you can use in for input. If you want to open file with both mode, then you can use pipeline symbol. Then you can mention here iOS then you will use out mode, that is indicating your file is open in input mode and output mode. So I think it is clear to everyone. If we are using specific program, we want to read book, then we are not writing, then we are using input file stream class. If you are using common student who want to read and write, then we can use this class. And for this class we have to mention either you want to use this file for only output, or you want to use this file only for input, or you want to use this file for both purpose. Then you will use this pipeline symbol, which is available just after the enter key. Then that is the OR symbol also. If you are using in double, that it become OR. So iOS in output, then you can use one more option like iOS append. Appending file means you want to add more content inside file, then you can open the file in output mode and use append, means automatically your cursor will move at the write the content at the end of file. Then one more option, you can use either one option according to your requirement. I'm writing here all modes that is used at the end of file, ATE, at the end of file. So it will automatically move your cursor at end of file, then you can write. The next option, iOS, you can use trunc option. It is used for truncate the file. It will not disturb the structure of file, like you are creating csc.text, so there is a text type of file. It will only truncate the content of file which are available here. It will delete all these. and it will become a blank file again. So it is used for deleting the content, trunk option. Then you can use iOS. Are you getting or not? Connected with me, students? So it will take a little 5 minutes maximum I will take. Then there is a after trunk no create option is there. It will not create new file. If you are opening file for reading mode or writing mode, if file is already available, then it will read. If file is already available, then it can write inside that. But using this option, we are giving that no need to create new file. Then next option, iOS replace. So it will replace the existing content of a file. Just like as a trunket we are deleting, it will replace the file content, existing file content. No create, replace, trunk, iOS, append. So these are the option. One more option is there. iOS binary, for binary file creation. You can create binary file using this option also. These are the file opening mode, in which mode you want to open your file. So this is all about file. The next lecture we will discuss about class, how to create a class, and how can you write object of a class inside file, and how we can read or write using seekp, seekg, telg or telp function. So this is all basics of the file handling, how we are managing our program output inside file. And I will also clear this problem. Last time it run successfully in IT class yesterday, but right now it is giving some error. I'm not getting why it is showing error in getLine function. So if there is any doubt, you can ask please. ISO is a base file, or you can say it is a